Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for your continued support. Kaka, there's something that is happening in this country that we should not just sit and watch, because as much as it seems to be comedy, it has economic implications to our country. Now, I told you previously that Kenya Kwanza behaves like comedians who are out to entertain the public. But do you know, anything spoken from the president or the deputy president is seriously treated, not only nationally, but internationally. Those are public figures. For journalists who are watching me, you can agree with me that prominency plays a role in determining a news item. Kaka, a villager can say, we have a parliament of baboons at Suswa, and people don't take it serious. But if William Ruto stands today and says, we have a parliament of baboons in Suswa, that statement will in fact, do you remember some tourists traveling to Lamu just to go and see swimming lions? Now, let me give you a practical example. Kaka, right now, myself, okay, I'm also a public figure. I'm also prominent. Let me give another example. A villager in Lamu today stands and says, we have swimming lions. Nobody will take that thing serious. But if Ruto says, we have swimming lions in Lamu, it creates an international attention. I don't know if Kenya Kwanza leaders censors their speech before they speak. Rigathi was in Colombia a few days ago. And while in Colombia, Rigathi said Kenya has tigers. And I was, wait a minute. What did I hear? Nikarudia hiyo clip. Na akasema, proudly laughing and stressing, akasema, we have tigers in Kenya. Kiongozi. Na nimesikia amekuwa interviewed na amesema yani zile jokes tuko nazo kwa hii country yetu ya Kenya, sometimes I sit and ask myself, really? Now, someone somewhere can ask me, or somebody somewhere can ask me, what are the implications of lying to tourists? One, going forward, the international tourists will not trust our sentiments. Ruto spoke during the safari rally and said there are swimming lions in Lamu. The following day, in fact, that week itself, according to tour guides, tourists flocked in Lamu. They just wanted to see nothing but swimming lions. One of the tour guides who was interviewed by a national media house said, Wazungus were flocking in and asking him, we want you to take specifically in Lamu where there are swimming lions. And the tour guide was asking them, is that in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, or Burundi? He was like, I have never seen that in this country. So they were like, no! Your president told us yesterday there are swimming lions in Lamu. Okay, akasema ni sawa. Hey, twende. Where was that? They went. Kufika pale, hakuna kitu. Now, when these tourists were getting out of that scene, what report were they giving to colleagues who had not yet traveled to Kenya? Economic implications. Now, there are tourists who will flock in this country just to come and see a tiger. Now, Rigathi amesema in Colombia, Kenya has tigers. Tomorrow, the other day, you will see wazungus flocking in Kenya. They just want to see a tiger. Na wakuja wapate haiko. One, they were lied about swimming lions. Two, they have been lied about tigers. Or maybe Rigathi is talking about cheetah. A cheetah is a female lion, eh? Yeah? A lioness. Think so? Now, does he know the difference between a tiger, a lion, and a leopard, for instance? Ama kuna kitu alikuwa anamaanisha? Munisaidie kuelewa hapa. We have leaders who are diarrhealing in public. They just throw words anyhow. They just diarrhea. They don't know how stinging those statements are to the public. But because they want to please people without necessarily taking into account the effects that are coming from their sentiments, they just speak. Now, Gachagua came back in this country when he was being interviewed, and he was making jokes about the statement, and I was like, guy, do you know really what you are joking? Yo kizungu iko kweli? Do you know what you are joking about? Or what you are joking? Kaka. Kenya, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Thank God, some people, some quarters within Kenya Kwanza are realizing that Ruto made a mistake in appointments. But let me ask you, Kaka, you know, you cannot expect someone who is able to see the farthest that person, the farthest that person can dream is 2023 December. That's an example. You can't expect that person to give you a 2027 vision. Forget about it. The cabinet Ruto appointed is a replica of who Ruto is. Because you know, in any office, you can never appoint people who reason beyond your thinking. Why? Because you need people to control, right? In appointments, Ruto needs people to akibweka, not akibweka. Akiongea, wanaingia chini ya miti. Moses Kuria, Aisha Juma, and the rest. I have seen Kenya Kwanza protesting itself. We are waiting to see. Sisi tunapatia macho. Tuliwaambia hii cabinet is as well as dead. Mkasema, oh, kaka anachukia Ruto. Nikawaambia, hakuna mahali Rigathi atapeleka Kenya hii. Kwa nini? Kiti anachokalia ni cha mwenyewe. He is illegally sitting there. And you expect him to deliver. Na alipewa deep lane on development. Sasa huyo ndio mtu muna expect abadilishe economy ya Kenya. Anyway. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.